It's not their fault that this virus came into our country. It's China's.
Let's say China.
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 China. China.
You look at some of the countries involved, some of the countries that were really standing out as examples are now exploding. We're providing thousands and thousands of ventilators all over the world right now. We make a lot of ventilators. We've started off with very little, and we're making a lot.
These nuts. Got him!
The Department of Housing and Urban Development will also provide financial assistance to struggling renters and homeowners and work with landlords and lenders to keep Americans safely in their homes. So we don't want people being evicted.
Fantastic! I give a damn about a reputation. Living in the past, new generation.
The third action I'm taking today will also provide additional support for Americans who are unemployed due to the China virus. Under the CARES Act, I proudly signed expanded unemployment benefits into law. The reason I'm taking action to provide an additional or an extra $400 per week in expanded benefits, $400, okay? So that's generous, but we want to take care of our people. Again, it wasn't their fault, it was China's fault.
Ask you, if you won all the money, what would you do with it?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Fourth, I'm signing a directive providing relief to student loan borrowers. Earlier this year, we slashed student loan interest rates to zero. I don't know if people know that. Today, I'm extending this policy through the end of the year, and we'll extend it further than that, most likely right after December 1st. So we look like we're going to be extending that. They're paying zero interest. And again, not their fault that their colleges are closed down, and not their fault that they're unable to get what they bargained for. We'll also ensure that our economic comeback continues full speed ahead, and with the $400 and all of the other measures that we're talking about, and we'll be signing in a little while, that will happen. We're further looking at additional tax cuts, including income tax relief, income tax cuts, and capital gains tax cuts. So we're going to be looking at that capital gains for the purpose of creating jobs, and income tax is self-explanatory.
Hey, that's real! My wife still doesn't believe in me! No, that's a scam! No! I'm telling him, honey, listen, this is real! I'm gonna get my bitcoins, I'm going to put it into dollars! Here, they're right on the table! The guy, let me tell you, no!
And it'll be income tax for middle income and lower income people, but middle income people, because they pay a lot of income tax, and you do have tax inequality. I'm saying that as a Republican, and you do have tax inequality. So we're going to be looking at income tax, and we're going to be looking at capital gains tax cuts on both, and maybe substantial. It's great. If you have stocks in NASDAQ, you're higher than you ever were, including even this is still during the pandemic, the stock market, because they see such incredible things happening, smart people, the stock market is at almost an all-time high. We're just short of it, and NASDAQ is higher than it ever was. It's broken the record 14 times in the last couple of months. So 401ks are doing fantastically. I hope you kept your stocks. I hope you didn't sell. I hope you had confidence in your president and confidence that your president was going to be reelected. And I will tell you this, that the biggest tailwind, the biggest problem that we have with respect to the stock market, which is not much of a problem because it's doing so well, but it would be actually much higher, is the possibility that these radical left Democrats could win. And if they win, we're going to have a crash.
Crash it. Activate Quantum Immortality.
Now print 200 million tether.
He thinks we are going to
We are, let him in.
He's in.
Copy.
He thinks he's about to make it.
If I'm victorious on November 3rd, I plan to forgive these taxes and make permanent cuts to the payroll tax. I'm going to make them all permanent. Now, Joe Biden and the Democrats may not want that. They don't want that because they're adding $3 trillion in taxes. So they'll have the option of raising everybody's taxes.
They're gonna need to send in the National Guard or fucking SWAT team, cause I ain't going nowhere!